We're going to go ahead and do a reading specifically for twin flames, for the divine feminine, for the divine masculine, to see what is going on. Today we have some beautiful energies as we have a conjunction between Venus and Pisces and Saturn, which is also in Pisces. This is bringing a powerful energy for your love life. Expect a lot of things to be coming up, healing, and even clearing during this time. So Venus rules your finances and also your relationships and relationship patterns. We know Saturn gives you your karmic lessons and obstacles and blocks that you need to face and work through in this lifetime. It's meant to help you to obviously become a better soul and better version of yourself. So with this alignment, powerful things are happening for your love life. Karmic energies might be coming up for you to release or for you to clear, which is a huge part of the twin flame journey too. And so you might be having a lot kind of come up during this time, but it's meant to be a very positive alignment. This is just one of the few alignments that's going to take place with this month's planet or planetary parade too. So we're going to see a lot of powerful energies as some of these planets line up and form an alignment, we'll say. Okay, so we're going to do a reading for the divine feminine. Remember, this is just a general collective reading. If you need a one-on-one reading, I always tell you can do those phone call sessions as often as you need them on my website. So I always encourage you to do the one-on-one readings. They'll help you so much with going in and shifting your specific situation, getting more clarity. I also am an energy healer. I have a ton of healing sessions, clearings, and activations on my website. If you need me, just go ahead and book me on there, sparksofdivinelighealing.com. I also do twin flame coaching, which is great for helping you through this process. So we're going to see what is in the cards for you today. Beautiful energy here. We're actually, I can't say it with a straight face, it's like really warm out, but we're supposed to be getting ready for snow here, which is kind of out of place, and not today, obviously, in the next couple of days. So I'm taking advantage of it. I am outside. I have my cat. I keep making sure she's still there. I brought my cat friend with me out here just to ground. So we'll do a little bit of grounding and hanging out in cards. We're going to start with the divine feminine first. And like I said, only take what resonates for your situation. Just kind of depends on what's going on there. Okay, I'm going to be working with the energies this weekend. I have stuff real quick before we get started in my website. You can do anything in my website, my shop, anytime, anyways. But I noticed I have a lot of stuff up for today and tomorrow. So you definitely want to be connecting with these energies. Monday, I'll be flipping over my site and putting some new stuff up again too. So like I said, check out my shop. If you're needing a shift, any of the healings are really going to help you. Just want to get your energy on point or clear a negative energy. And I want to talk a little bit about that too, because on the twin flame journey, sometimes we're dealing with negative energies that can rise. Hell, we're human, right? Sometimes we deal with negative feelings and things like that. And these are negative energies or patterns, whatever it is. So energy clearing can really, really help us with clearing out the negative or any negative energies that might be surfacing on your twin flame journey too. It's going to really, really help you. But let's start with a reading for the divine feminine just to start. And divine masculine, if you're watching, take this as direct messages from your feminine then. Your energy was too intense and overwhelming or draining me. This can be a very intense journey. Sometimes you're dealing with, I always say, spaces of separation or even spaces where you're together and togetherness, and you're having to navigate this different type of connection. And it can trigger a lot to the surface. Now, some people might not even be ready for this journey, but regardless, sometimes we draw it to us when we really are ready. And the reason why is because we have to let down our guards, masks, walls, whatever it is in the way. We have to really open up to this connection, which can feel very intense to people. Feeling so open, we say vulnerable, exposed within this connection too, or even just handling the overwhelming energy. So a lot of people are feeling the changes in the energy. We're not just feeling them on the physical level at times or feeling the upgrades that are happening on the planet during this time. We're seeing the collective of it too, of, things not serving us, falling in and being dismantled. But a lot of you guys are feeling some of these energies. We are going to have as they say, flary forecast for the weekend as in solar flares, and we're feeling it. Some of you guys might be feeling these in different ways. You could be feeling it in your mood, your energy. You might be feeling it in your forehead, your third eye right now as you're going through changes in your frequency and being upgraded during this time by some of these energies. Twin flame does that as well too. And so this can be intense to handle the ascension that's happening just with our daily lives and everything we have going on. Throw in twin flame, right? It can be overwhelming energetically at times too. I feel that's one of the number one reasons that we see people withdraw, pull back, or even go runner, is a way to try to balance or recalibrate their energy when overwhelmed. And I'm going to get into this card after. We have that avoidance card too, which doesn't surprise me because some people have learned how to feel better or self-soothe by getting in their own vibe. We'll go into that in a minute. Okay, I desire union just as strongly as you. Don't know who needs these messages, but sometimes when it comes to twin flame, we have what we're really feeling and thinking, and then what we love to project on our partner or our twin flame. I was telling someone this too. So sometimes we can get in negative thoughts about maybe, number one, usually it's about how you think your twin flame masculine sees you, because this is a reading for the feminine. And I'm always like, do you see them like that? Probably not. Do you see yourself like that? So sometimes we can think that they're thinking certain things or they're going through certain things. And some of these might even be connected to the ego and false beliefs or negativities that we need to heal or clear. It could be how we feel about ourselves or how we think other people see us, or things we're just projecting into the experience, when in reality you're both desiring this connection, but you also have things you must pass through. We're dealing with a lot of Saturn energy. This is like karmic energy, and sometimes you guys are going to go through tests, triggers, lessons, blocks, obstacles, circumstances, and challenges to get to union. You have to pass through the lessons, I'm always saying. Sometimes I see people on repeat with the same lessons, and this can go in many different areas of your life, but we're going to talk about twin flame and keep it simple. You might be having the same things coming up, and sometimes twin flame is going to require you to dive deep into shadow work, healing things, inner child healing, and healing your blocks and things in the way of the connection, whatever that might look like for you and your twin flame. But just know that they want union. They want you just as bad. So clearing any false beliefs that might be getting in the way. We were created out of the same embers of the same stars. You've triggered such intense emotions in me. You might be feeling emotional or emotionally overwhelmed, judging by these cards or this reading too. You might be feeling intense emotions coming up during this time. It's like, okay, number one, you might be going to a higher level of your life or already landed there. Welcome to 2025. And like when we want to manifest something and it's on a higher timeline, you're going to have to level up to get there, like energetically. Yeah, we're talking energy all the time here on this page or on this video if you're seeing it. And so it requires you to raise your frequency and keep going up to higher levels. And this is the energy work that goes with that. So sometimes we want to manifest something, even union, and it might be a little bit above or on a higher level. Your body might be adjusting to that. So what happens is when we jump to a higher timeline or we want to manifest something on a higher timeline, sometimes negative frequencies rise up. That could happen for many reasons, like we talked about, up-leveling your life, shifting to a higher timeline, or just even some of the collective energies that are playing out too. So you might be clearing energies right now. Sometimes if you're feeling emotional, twin flame will trigger a lot of intense emotions, oftentimes to the surface. Grounding, energy work, meditation will really, really help. And it'll help with more balance. So we need the elements. Sometimes you might be needing different elements, right? But it can really help us to ground too on our ascension journey. You might feel a pull to get into nature to ground your energy. Okay, we have avoidance. Some of you or your partner might be hiding. And by hiding, I was like getting a download this morning about it. Like if you're not feeling great, you sometimes don't want to people and you're kind of in your own little bubble, right? That's what we can kind of translate it to. If you have like runner pullbacks, maybe not, that person isn't feeling great. Now this could be your own patterns. And so oftentimes I see that, and this might be later chat, but a lot of times people are seeing things in the twin flame like, oh, they're avoidant, they have avoidant attachment, blah, 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 not realizing that they're mirroring back areas you need to work on within yourself, acknowledge and face. But sometimes when we deal with shadow aspects, we're not aware of it. We are not acknowledging it. And so you hold all the aspects between you and your twin flame. And if that is an issue or has been an issue, it's something you need to work on big time. I see that huge with people avoiding doing the healing work and self-work. And then usually the twin flame will still be in the avoidant runner pattern and people can't figure out why. Are there areas that you're avoiding facing in your own life? This could be doing a deeper level of healing work, working on yourself, facing certain aspects of yourself, doing certain work. things that you need to acknowledge. I always say to pay attention to the mirror that you call your twin flame, or the mirror your twin flame is reflecting back or showing you. Now, I like to think your twin flame is going to show you all of your best aspects, probably in the beginning, right? The reason why you fall in love. But they're also going to mirror all the negativity back to you. What is being shown to you? I think this is really important, because I was kind of doing a little bit of downloading on stuff. What is being shown back to you out of those negative aspects? These might be your own fears being mirrored back, things being reflected back, shadow aspects, things you need to work on, because it'll really amplify it back to you. So pay attention also to any negativities that have come up that are being mirrored back to you through your twin flame or through the dynamic, because sometimes you guys can bring those traits out as well within each other, so that you guys can work on this stuff. You might have some type of push and pull. There might be some type of imbalance here. Usually when I see imbalance, is imbalance of your own energy and things like that. So if you've had conflict, struggle, push, pull, pull back, things like this, might be a little bit of an issue. We need to be in balance and in harmony with our own energy before we can really bring it together with this other person. This is why separation spaces, you can look at them as a reset. Oftentimes you guys end up in separation or land in separation because manifesting gone wrong, I was saying, but there can be many reasons why. There's something you need to resolve. There's an issue you need to resolve in those spaces. Oftentimes this is why both twin flames are pulled back to work on yourself. You only get so many redos, I say, so you want to get it right when the universe does bring you back together with this person at any time. But a lot of you guys are in different places, so there might be some type of underlying issues or imbalances that you need to work through or clear. Everyone has things they're working through with their self anyway. So this could be some of your own blocks that have come up, or things that you've been made aware. That can be an intense process of having to face these aspects that you didn't really notice or didn't really see until your twin flame kind of shines the light on them too. So this is like resolving any type of issues so that you can kind of get those outcomes that you want. A lot of you guys have been shown the problems lately. I've been seeing that a lot in the work that I'm doing, like pointing out issues. You have to face the problems or the blocks to be able to clear them and overcome them or work through them. So a lot of people don't want to look at the negativities, when in fact it is healing the negativities that is going to get you through them and to resolve them and to heal them so that you can get the results that you want to. So a lot of people want to skip the work. Sometimes the work is done in whatever issues have been coming up too. Speaking of crumbling, we have a little bit of the tower moment that's been happening. Some of you guys, this might be affecting your job, areas of your life, your manifesting, your finances, your energy in general. You might feel a little bit stripped down right now. I always say you go through many layers on the twin flame journey. And that's why I'm always trying to help you guys to navigate it. So as you're peeling back layers, we'll say, remember, you're only letting go of energies or things in your life that are no longer serving you. Everything amazing will stay. Everything not good for you goes. So it's not that bad of a process. Trusting whatever process that you're going through, you may have things that you're being asked to let go of. So I've been doing a lot of all winter. I was doing a lot of I do a lot of connecting with the earth. I'm like an earth side anyway, right? But I've been doing a lot of, like, we'll just say I like to go do my little yard work when I'm needing to ground. And I was kind of telling myself this morning that I do a lot of work with the earth, like just out in my yard or whatever. And I've been clearing away, not just like one layer of leaves this winter, right? I cleared away so much stuff, debris, garbage, dead stuff, right? All winter, in fact. So sometimes as we're going through, remember, the winter, and so we're in this part of the year from autumn to winter, we'll say that 6-month period of the year. We're also going through a big transformation and being asked to let go of old energies the entire time. Not just, okay, welcome to fall. You know, it's like a process that we go through. And so we go through this process and this cycle with the earth, because we all live on planet Earth too. So you might have, within the past couple of months, had to shed layers or go into deeper layers or to let go of misaligned energies, things no longer serving you, and basically the old. And that can look like things not working out in your life, things that you need to heal, things you need to kind of go into at a deeper level, or even layers that you're clearing of energies that are surfacing as they're coming up too. So just understand you're going through a big transformation. Transformation is the word we're going to use over the next 2 months too, big time. Okay, some of you guys are dealing with third-party situations. Yes, this could be a karmic partner, it could be an existing relationship, a relationship in the background. Some of you guys have, I call them third-party attachments, especially if you have kids with karmics, right? And you're dealing with that. It could be an existing relationship. It could be friends. It could be family. It could be the people around you interfering and things like that. And so you'll kind of know too, but sometimes that screams karma. I call it karmic attachments and things like that. Oftentimes twin flames go through, because we have this card of like, some of you guys might be going through a process by yourself, but even if you are, understand that you're going through that with your twin flame, for your twin flame and for your union to prepare you. If you've had to go through separation, and I was kind of joking, I'm getting real good at navigating those separation spaces, not trying, but if you've had to go through a separation, you're purging out, you're healing on a deep level, and probably releasing attachments and wounds and things that you need to let go of still. So there may be spaces where you're in union or spaces where you're spending time by yourself. When you're spending time by yourself, these are important spaces for your own healing, so you can sit with your thoughts and work on your own energy and, we'll say, your own stuff. This is a good thing. So that you can kind of work on other areas of your life and put all your focus on yourself and these other areas. There might be spaces where you're kind of with your flame or even apart. So this is my favorite crossroads. The choices you make are very, very important. And you're at a turning point with all of this. For some, this can indicate coming off of that road of separation and into union if you've done the work to heal to get there. Some of you guys, it might be going on your own path out of union for a little while. But this can mean all different things. When we talk about being faced with choices and decisions that can alter your path or your destiny, so the choices that we make in life are very, very important as to we're picking and choosing our own destiny once we're awake, right? So sometimes we're kind of locked on a karmic path while we're asleep, but awakening changes everything. Spiritual awakening does. So this is like, I always say, becoming captain of your own ship and master of your own destiny at a certain point. The choices that you're making are going to affect your timelines, but also your timelines with your twin flames. Make sure you're making good, healthy choices and decisions right now. Some of you guys need to let go of bad habits like spending time with the wrong people, being out, cycles of avoidance, partying. This can mean substances or addiction, but these can come in many different forms. Things you know aren't serving you or aren't good for you might be coming up. Some of you guys might be in separation, not everyone, but some of you guys might be kind of lonely, feel isolated, been by yourself, and really deep in your healing. These spaces are temporary. You're trying to heal from previous heartbreak. This could be from other connections or even with your twin flame. Sometimes you don't realize that some of your past love experiences have affected you. If you're having relationship problems at all, get at me for some of those sessions and healings and phone calls I do. I can really help you in this area. I help with all different areas, including ascension and other types of healings, but I really help with this area. So in this reading, you might be clearing out a lot of hurt, betrayal, grief, and disappointment. Some of you guys have been through real grief, like loss of loved ones. You've been through loss of connections, betrayals from friends, you know, heartbreak in many different forms and things like that. So just understand that you've been going through a lot in this lifetime, so you have a lot that you're clearing with ascension. Ascension is like, okay, first you do your karmic path and you do your life, and ascension is like, now you deal with all of that, you heal all of that, and you heal from everything that you've been through. So you're still healing, and you have a lot coming up from your past and even your karmic past that might be affecting your relationships and your love life, and especially your twin flame journey and things like that too. Okay, leap, you go first. The universe will catch you. Some of you guys are being guided to really test those wings. If you've fallen lately, you should know the universe has probably caught you and shown you. And this might be a test of faith or showing you that you're okay, so you can let go of fear, or that you can better understand the universe and how it works and things like that. Some of you guys have really had to go out or step into the unknown. Some of you guys, if you are a twin flame, you might be an empath, you might be a light worker. You're probably someone working on your ascension, and even working on your ascension first. And I think this is very important to your spiritual journey and your spiritual path and what you're doing here on earth. I love this card, Sisterhood of the Rose. Beauty and devotion, priestess, mystic, and teacher. So you guys are being guided to learn all of this so that you can integrate this into your reality, changing your life. And this stuff is powerful. I have so many nice classes and healings and things to help you to integrate into these new 5D frequencies. So it would really do you good to stay open to learn and stay open to learn new ways. I have some people that struggle because they're not very open to doing things differently. sometimes when we wake up, we realize what we have been doing again and again in a loop hasn't been working or serving us. So we're being guided to open up to learn new things. And this can really, really help you. So stay open to learn. Some of you guys are being guided to connect with the divine feminine. I know we're living in the masculine patriarchy world and things like that. I know even with spirituality and how we think of things, some of you guys are being guided to really connect with the divine feminine during this time, and you're going to really find a lot of healing and really uncover your power or tap into your power as a goddess, divine feminine. And this might be connecting with other awakened women and things like that, right? This is my priestess card and things like that. You're being guided to really treat yourself as the temple, because we have another priestess message coming up too. So, you know, your body is your temple, like literally your entire life, treating it like that. So we have the ever unfolding rose cracked open. It's happening for you, not to you. Understand that anything that has happened to you in your life is meant to be helping you move forward, learn lessons that you need, and get through all of this. This is the priestess. How are you being called to step up and lead? So stepping into your full power, your full potential. A lot of you guys are still manifesting narratives. If in separation, it was a horrible narrative. That's why you're there, to get rid of the old stories. I see a lot of people still in them. It's like, okay, that was a long time ago, I hope. Maybe not, but time to get rid of the old stories. Even if you're not in a separation and we've started 2025, time to start that whole book, new chapter, like new slate, start over. And so we get these start over points. Many of you guys are in a start over reset point, and this is a good thing. And you might feel that, like we're moving into higher energy, new energy, fresh energy. So we have death, but this is in reverse. So it's like you've been going through a lot of death and rebirth, fear of moving on and repeating negative patterns. A lot of you guys continue to create the same circumstances with your twin flame, even though it's not the narrative that you want. This is repeating negative patterns. Sometimes these are things we're holding on the energy level, or something we picked up through our belief system, programming, old karmics, whatever it is. You're being guided to let go of negative energies, negative situations, and things like that. You're being guided to make sure that you're having boundaries and that you're writing a story that you want for your own life. It's all about personal empowerment right now. We have the Two of Pentacles. Some of you guys are really juggling a lot. This could be energetically. This is my money card too. So today is shining a light and giving us a wake-up call on our relationships and finances right now. And this can translate into many different ways. It's all about accountability moving forward right now and making sure that you're making good choices in these areas. You might be juggling a lot and kind of staying afloat, but barely in these areas. Do you need a healing in some of these areas? It just kind of depends. So we have my Ace of Cups. This is a good card for new beginning. And this is like being happy, having that nice loving relationship that you desire, that beautiful harmonious union, which takes work and work on yourself, most importantly, to shift into that. Many of you guys have been working towards that, or you're in union and you're working on that union and seeing really beautiful results as you guys are kind of putting your gifts, abilities together, working together, and even manifesting together. Okay, so we have High Priestess. So many priestess cards coming through. Trust your instincts. Time to tap into your intuition. This is important too. This is spirituality, psychic dreams, insights, and downloads. Pay attention. You're probably still having a lot of dreams. It's some of the alignments, energies that we're in, and of course the time of year too. So pay attention to your dreams and insights that are coming. You're getting a lot of downloads as to what to be doing, what to be healing, what to be doing next, what to be working on in your life. As you're, we'll say raising your frequency, you'll get more and more through too. So really connecting with your intuition and beginning to follow your own path. I want to say like marching to the beat of your own drum. Following your own path, trusting your intuition to guide you, to lead you, helping you to navigate things. King of Cups, and this is my masculine. It's a very beautiful love message too. And this is a man that is he's been working hard to shift into this new paradigm of masculinity and imbalance of their emotions and intuition. Very intuitively connected. A lot of you guys always point the finger, blame the masculine for maybe slowing down the process, but they're very connected to their intuition, and that they're seeing you of what you need to work on too. So oftentimes I say it comes down to divine feminine often doing the work and things like that. But this is someone very empathic and caring, and we're in that beautiful. So while we're in Venus and Pisces, this is a beautiful alignment because we're tapping into the Piscean qualities of compassion, love, empathy, and things like that. And this is like a really nice energy too. And we know that Venus is exalted here, so it's a good position for our love life and things like that too. So this is my Cups energy. It's a lot of water energy. Perhaps your twin flame has water in their chart, or just that kind of vibe, right? It depends. Okay, so we're going to do a reading for the Divine Masculine now. So lots of solar flares. That means lots of clearing coming up for the weekend. We have work to do as we're going into this new year. It might be feeling like that is the work that we're here to do, right? Just making sure this is the right deck. Okay, so reading for the Divine Masculine. All right, we got Divine Masculine, Divine Masculine Collective, Divine Feminine. If you're watching, direct messages from your masculine. Our story is not even close to being finished. Trust me, we were fated to meet, and I am your destiny. And this is a, sorry, I'm always trying to make sure I get my cards. This is a destined connection. Sometimes you just need to show up for your destiny, but also there's certain things that you need to, come here, that you need to do too. So this is something that is destined. You were destined to meet this person, but you may have work to do. You wanted to come to Earth with this person, but you also knew there would be work to be done too with this person. So just know that you agreed to come to Earth and do that work with this twin soul. Your doubt, fear, and worry is blocking union. Oftentimes when masculine, because this is a reading for the masculine, so not to pick, when you have worry, doubt, and fear, your divine feminine picks up on that and then amplifies it, and it triggers that in the divine feminine too. So staying out of fear right now. For those in separation, the separation is just as painful for me too. These are amazing cards. I have them on my website if you guys are interested in them too. They're cards that I made. They're really good for manifesting union at any phase. Hold on, I got this kitty out here. I'm trying to ground her, bring it outside today. Okay, Divine Masculine. Family, you're healing many generations of generational trauma. This is important too. And that goes for parenting patterns and even the family patterns that have been passed down, and even relationship patterns, because our relationships come from our family patterns. So you're healing a lot of the ancestral lines. Some of you guys are parenting, and that's a big part of what you're doing here. Maybe some of you guys are just working on this union. It just depends. So you're clearing a lot of things that you picked up from your family line. This could be inner child wounds, old things, or even just things unconsciously passed down. I noticed I picked up a lot from both of the parents and things like that too. So if they had issues, karma owed out, things like that, you would have picked these things up. All right, you might be going through a lot with your friends right now. You might be needing to lean on them. Some of you guys are feeling your friends pull away as you're with your twin flame more. Or you're being more picky with your friends, and hopefully, and who you're hanging out with your energy, right? Some of you guys are even desiring just to hang out with yourself or with your twin flame, and sometimes twin flames very much end up in that little love bubble with each other and spending a lot of time together, right? Just kind of depends. Okay, so this is some of you guys are probably going to get married on my wedding card. However, this could just indicate sacred union, actual union coming together, or some of you guys might bring that down and actually get married here in the physical. It just kind of depends, but there will be a relationship. Some of you guys might be in that relationship now and you're working on it and going to the next level of commitment. Or some of you guys are just wanting that relationship. Some of you guys, some of your biggest things is not passing the test. I see like people hang out with their twin flame, or they didn't text and they go into the spins, and it's like you got to just work this process. But this is like, that's connected with having patience though too, to get there with the process too. Some of you guys are holding a lot of shame, fear, and worry and doubt. Time to let go of any negative emotions. We talked about clearing out the negative emotions and things like that you might need to work on too. So this is like some of you guys are dating your twin flame already and you're in a relationship, or some of you guys will be and you're about to be and you're working towards that. This is why you need to have faith in the process. Trust your guidance you're getting. You can get that in all forms. I do lots of sessions with you guys if you need guidance. Could be tapping into your inner guidance, and trust that your healing journey that you're on. Pay attention to your intuition, your dreams, and what you're getting through about this. But this is like, stay focused on your healing. It's how you get everything that you want and things like that. All right, what usually happens with twin flames is you guys did try to come together and it didn't work. Separation, that's right there. And so you need to heal certain things, toxic patterns, shadow aspects, inner child wounding that have been sabotaging your relationships long before this, but your twin flame was just showing you what to work on too. So this is clearing out all the toxicity, any drama, and things like that. Some of you guys, your divine masculine, your divine feminine might be trying, I don't want to say manipulative, right? But you know that doesn't work. You see through it, right? So they might have these patterns that might be coming up on the divine feminine side, and you know that doesn't work with awakened masculine and things like that. You have to actually work through the process and things like that, especially when it comes to the universe and your guidance. Divine masculine, trust your guidance you're getting and keep working on healing whatever it is. Healing is like, you think you're healed and then you realize, oh, maybe I have some old patterns coming up or things that I need to work through, and you'll see another, so maybe something else. I've been doing this healing for a really long time, and it's like you don't let go of everything overnight. You continue to work on yourself, and you might clear one thing or whatever, and you have something else to clear or work through. Akasha, your guidance is divinely guided. Tapping into the Akashic records for guidance. Pay attention to your guidance and what's coming through. Some of you guys are Lemurian starseeds. You're being reminded that you're here to create the 5D. You're here to create heaven on earth right now, in the now, like your actual dream reality. And that's part of the twin flame journey of bringing heaven to earth through this love, through this union, and bringing the divine to earth through your love for your twin flame. So this is where you're headed. Take a break, a life's work, not a season. Get off the treadmill. Some of you guys are really focused on the material, money, jobs. I know you gotta be, but it's like you're going round and round. It could be with cycles with your twin flame or patterns. Get help if you need it. I always recommend doing the calls or the coaching on my site if you need it, or the healings. Get help if you need it, if you're kind of getting the same results. Okay, Anna, grandmother Jesus, seeding the light and laying the foundation, divine plan. Trust in the divine plan right now. We're still in Capricorn season, but only till like tomorrow, right? Okay, we're shifting. Okay, so we're in the last little tiny sliver of it. And this is like, this was your plan. You should have got a lot of clarity this month on where you want to go with your life, what you're building, and where you want to be. We're going to implement that plan within the next couple of months. So you should have been thinking about things and getting clarity. Don't dim to fit in. How are you dimming your light in order to fit in? Some of you guys are allowing your divine feminine to pull you back to stuff you've outgrown, trying to impress them, or friends and things like that. Like, you know, you've outgrown these things. They're just no longer lighting up your soul. Stay focused on your path moving forward and what is truly is for you, because it's going to light you up. You're going to get excited about it, whether this is new projects, job stuff, friends, connections, whatever it is. We have the 10 of Wands. Some of you guys have been taking on way too much for everyone else. I see that a lot too. That's why I'm always like, healings. A lot of people are purging a lot of stuff they need to heal and avoiding the healing too, right? Because it would heal you. Okay, but a lot of people might be purging stuff on you all of the time. It's your friends with the same stories, the same trauma cycles, strangers, whatever it is. You've been taking on a lot of energies that are not yours to work through. Everyone kind of has to work through their own karmic baggage, right? Letting go of all that you've taken on, especially with that first card of the family line stuff. You've really picked up a lot and taken on a lot, even starting early in life in your family, for other partners, for friends, whatever it is. Letting go of all these energies that were not yours. This could be imprints. It could just be patterns, things that you've kind of absorbed, ways people saw you. Okay, we have the King of Wands in reverse. Some of you guys are kind of lacking energy, but you're not wanting to step outside of your comfort zone. Okay, this is like self-care energy this weekend while we're going to deal with all these flares. Big burst of energy, great for organizing your house, getting things done, and working on your projects. However, it's also self-care energy. Make sure that you're taking vitamins, eating better, doing energy healing, and really taking care of yourself. This will help to recharge you and give you more zest and energy and to feel better. Sometimes we're kind of running on empty or not filling our cup as much as we should be. Make sure you're filling your cup. It'll really help you during this time. We have the Two of Cups, and this is one of the best cards for relationship and union in general too. So you know that this is your twin flame, that there will be a union if you're not in union, or you're in union. This is a beautiful union that could even be not just romantic, but for some of you guys, you might even have business ideas with this person, marriage, friendship, like all of it rolled into one with this person. And you're going to find that you connect on all different levels, spiritual, physical, mental, whatever it is. Okay, King of Swords. This is like some of you guys are a little too logical right now, or a little too emotional and things like that. And it's like getting a balance between the head and the heart. And it's like some of you guys are very, very logical. You love to overthink and overanalyze everything. But you got to feel your way through this when it comes to love. And I always say that. A lot of you guys are, well, literally, you know this is your person. How do you know masculine? Because you think about them all the time. The person on your mind. Okay, you think about them all the time, but you're overanalyzing, thinking negative thoughts, questioning it, overanalyzing. When it comes down to how you feel in your heart, we're trying to navigate this experience, right? Jokes aside, and you gotta allow your heart to come through too, because the ego loves to distort things, overthink things, and mislead us. You gotta really go with how you feel about this person. This person is not just on your mind, they're on your heart. Okay, we have the sun. That's what I'm trying to do outside before the weather goes bipolar, right? Connecting with the energies of the sun. The sun is our ego. It's our life force and our confidence. Sometimes we get a bad rap with it, but we want to have healthy confidence, not like ego narcissism, but healthy confidence, right? And so sometimes we have insecurities to heal and things like that too. When you're feeling good and when you're recharged and lit up, you notice your twin flame feminine can't stay away from you. When you're feeling grumpy, off energy, not good, they literally are repelled by you. It makes them And when you're feeling good and happy, they can't get enough of you. They literally can't. They naturally come to you. This is working on your energy, working on your aura. And like we said, maybe you need to do a good recharge or an energy healing session just to recharge and refill your cup. Just kind of depends. So this is like recharging your light during this time. And we had that card before about dimming it. Maybe you've been giving away a little bit too much of it, work, friends, family, things that you've been doing that have kind of left you a little depleted. We say drained, dimmed, whatever you call it, kind of recharging your light during this time, recharging your energy, pouring back into yourself. This will make you much more magnetic to your person too. So make sure that you're doing a good recharge. I always say energy healing is really good for that. I have so many twin flame activations on my website if you guys are needing them too. Those are really good ways to do little healing sessions. But have a beautiful day. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. I'm going to be around all weekend. If you do need healings, just go ahead and book them on my website, and have a beautiful day.